My basement has a key. I'll cook if you cut the ingredients. Okay, I'll get a long chain for sunlight. How is it getting worse? Okay, so what he knows what he's doing is weird.
He's underage? I don't care, he can suck my cock.
Okay, chat. We have big drama today. All right, big things are happening. Today, this morning, there was a document dropped on the Deadlock Reddit about Metro. We all know Metro. Put his face on screen.
He's underage? I don't care, he can suck my cock.
Accusing him of flirting with minors / barely 18-year-old girls since 2018. So that means that he's been doing this supposedly for what, 8 years now, which is a long fucking time for it to be covered up this long. And this is where the first thing comes up. It is kind of suspicious that it has taken 8 years for this to show up, right? Like, it's kind of weird. However, we're not going to judge just yet. We're not going to judge anybody. We're going to go through the files and then, using the information that we've been given, decide. So, TLDR, Metro's been flirting with minors / barely 18-year-old girls since 2018. When confronted about it, he refuses to see what is wrong and downplays / lies about the events. The screenshots are usually ordered following the timeline. Everyone has been censored using a color code to help with reading comprehension. People who are relevant to the story only appear once or wish not to be part of it are all censored using bright pink. It doesn't mean it's the same person. The girls involved are in red, dark blue, and purple. Metro's friends are in brown, gray, and orange. Metro's ex-friends are in green, yellow, and pink. So this is 38 pages. At this time, Metro is 27 years old. He's talking about red, which is a girl, to yellow, one of his ex-friends. Okay, sorry to stop. So Metro later confirms in this video that the red individual is actually Aspen, the Overwatch streamer. That's all you gotta know. Okay, bye. Red was 16, turning 17 on May of 2018. So at this point, the person in red is a 16-year-old girl, and in yellow is Metro's ex-friend, right? Let's scale this up a little bit. Not gonna lie, bro, I LARPed all day on Metro's stuff. The only controversial stuff is the first conversation. Okay, we're gonna get there. Let's go through it, because I gotta make this into some content, all right? It's tough to talk about topic really spicy. Honestly, if you don't want to, it's fine. Just know that I'm here if you want to talk about it. W friend. What do you think about relationships with a big age gap? Personally, I think that the age is just a number after 18. However, if they're under 18, I think that waiting to close the gap so that they're at least 18 is important. But, okay. I agree. If someone was, let's say, 17, the other person was like, let's say 27, I believe Metro's age at the time. It doesn't really matter, but I personally would wait 1 year before doing anything. Okay, pause. This is straight pedophilia. It's not pedophilia technically, but this is underage dating. This is not an okay statement to make. I agree. Well, you see, I've never been in a relationship with more than like a 2-year age gap. Let's mark that one down. Put that down. Write that down. Also, if you're 27, dating someone that's 18 is weird. Let's be clear. I personally think if you're over the age of 20, you're free to go. But right after they turn 18 is like, that's predatory business. But I digress. I also think that if two people both really like each other enough, they're willing to wait the 1 year, a few months, this is weird. You just shouldn't be interacting with them in the first place. And I never planned to date anyone that's like still young. Feelings happen. You can stop yourself. It just so happens that my stupid self decided to like someone even though it's wrong on paper. Now that was before the thing, you know. Dream Casper stuff. I mean, you probably know who I'm talking about, but she's like really deep into the community and basically knows everyone. Yeah. So when that DK thing happened, it was like the worst thing that could ever happen because we both also stream. I don't know the background of this. So I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna check it out. I'm not gonna do anything. We'll pull it up for the video if it's relevant, but we'll leave it there. We gotta get all the pedophiles on island and just bomb it. I agree. Both these guys are creeps. Yeah, they are fucking weird. We were planning to wait and all anyways, but that shit shook like everything up. It's really, really tough, especially for her. And I'm sitting here like asking myself what's wrong. Like you question yourself too much. It's a really, really bad feeling. She does seem very mature for her age. And on her first look, most people were proving she was older based on her looks too. This is fucking weird. This is really, really weird. I just know Dream Casper is Diddy Blood. I believe Dream Casper is an underage girl. We basically a full 10 years apart, which is fucking weird. She feels the same way though, right? This isn't just you having feelings for it. Yeah, okay. It's still bad overall because I feel like we are both like pressured, even though we shouldn't because of all that shit. I don't know. I genuinely feel like right now it would be best to break everything up or just wait. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. Okay, so what he knows what he's doing is weird. Metro's aware that what he's doing is wrong, and he knows the best course of action. Let's stick with it. If your relationship is strong enough, then I don't see a reason why 1 year will ruin anything with you guys. As long as you're both happy, I don't see why any of it should be an issue. The age of consent in Minnesota is 16, so she's legally allowed by the state. I think it's really up to you two whether or not 1 year's worth of relationship. Pink and I didn't finally meet in person until over a year of talking. I think it was like 1 year or 2 months or something. And I don't want to mention age at all because as long as you two are both comfortable, it shouldn't matter. People mature at different ages. If she is happy with waiting and you're happy with waiting, then I don't see an issue with any age gap. You are right. Also, by waiting the year, you guys can actually talk for months and figure out how big the mental gap really is. If that's something you guys are concerned about. Okay. This is fucking crazy. This is fucking crazy. First of all, the yellow guy also sounds like a pedo. Like, this is straight PDF statements. This is weird. This is really, really weird. This guy is feeding Metro some really bad information. And Metro knows that what he's doing is crazy. Yeah, some people see age as something that's a big issue in relationships, but honestly, once the other person is 18, literally no one else's opinion matters since they're an adult. The only thing that can be an issue is any mental age gap, which you guys can talk about and figure out how big of a gap it really is. As long as you're both comfortable and happy, then that's all you need. Okay, this is crazy. This is a crazy statement, right? This girl, that we do not know them, well, you know what? Let's give her a name. Let's just call her... You know what? Let's not give her a name because that makes it weird. This girl is 10 years younger than Metro. Not of age. I mean, technically of age in her state. But this is a straight up teenager. And Metro is 27 at this point. This is insane. This is actually insane. Yellow's got to be an accomplice, mature for her age, wrap it up. Yeah, this guy is a fucking freak. Green is Metro's ex-friend, orange is Metro's current friend. Hey, Green, I got like a stupid yet serious kind of question. Does it not bother you that Metro has gone after underage girls like Red and Pink? Conversations about Red. Okay, first of all, no response. Kind of crazy. Conversations about Red between Orange and Green on December 1st, 2025. Context: Yellow wanted to expose Metro in 2022, but Metro learned about it and made sure he couldn't. Don't know what this means. Sounds like blackmail. We'll get to it. I don't think a lot of people know this, but Metro and Red were like talking when she was like 16 and he was like, what, 27 or close friends. Yeah, he was talking to 18/19-year-old girls while being 32 as well. Also weird. Like, you know, I get it. 18, 19, they're barely legal. That's insane. That's crazy. I mean, like, are we surprised he's a hit scan main on Overwatch? Whoa! Nothing wrong with liking to play McCree, okay? Oh my god, that's right. Something had just happened. I'm assuming Dream SMP? Oh, this might be the Dream thing. This might be Dream's, like, weird pedophile accusation thing. Had just happened a little bit after Red and Metro started talking, which made them not want to go public anymore. Oh god, I fucking talk about the age of consent for the state she lives in. I feel shitty rereading that. Yeah, you should. That was fucking crazy. Conversation between Red and Purple in 2025 about what happened in 2018. I'd be happy to share some info, but I definitely don't want a whole lot, or don't have a whole lot. Can I ask how you were able to find the connection with Metro and I? We duoed when I was 16 and stopped when I was 17. I went through our DMs and noticed some strange ones, but nothing that can prove he was flirting or interested. But a mid-20s man begging for a mercy pocket and being worried about my sleep is strange looking back. Okay, so red is the girl, and purple is another girl involved. What time is it for you? Why are you still awake? Go to bed. Hope you're okay. Don't blame yourself for sometimes people are stupid and the game is trash. And anyways, you're a machine that can just produce good content in the game and people are ass. Are you gonna stream soon? I need a mercy pocket duo. I'm solo to 4.6k. No boosting allowed. It's not a boost, it's symbiosis. Were you into Metro? No, just friends. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I feel that. Okay, so you know, being concerned about someone's sleep schedule isn't crazy. Like, I don't think these comments aren't the most insane thing. You know, as much as we kind of think Metro is a specific kind of person, I don't think these are that bad. It is kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but all in all, I think these DMs are okay. After everything that happened with me and the other girl, we started digging further. We found your name mentioned. Metro was having a conversation about you with Yellow. I can't send you the I can send you the screenshots we have if that's okay with you. He most definitely liked you at the time and he knew it was wrong. Would appreciate seeing it. Yes, at the time I genuinely had no idea, but I'm 24 now, and if I was begging for a pocket mercy from a minor, that'd be very weird. Again, even to me, this doesn't sound like he's begging that much. Still a little weird, but not the most insane thing. I'd like to mention that Yellow was his mod, but Metro unmodded him and banned him after he threatened to expose him. He tried to say Yellow was harassing Pink. Also, Yellow regrets the discussion and he knows it was wrong back then. He was also too young to realize what was going on. I also had no idea at the time. He told me last Thursday that he was in fact flirting with me. I'm sorry about this. I know it's pretty disturbing. So this is another girl that he was flirting with. Whoever's leaking could have potentially not leaked at all to look better. My personal experience, very possible. The only time I cared about people's sleep schedules when I like them. You know, coming from a streamer with a fucked sleep schedule, I am also concerned about people's sleep, especially, you know, I have a lot of sleep issues. I get it. Like, I'm concerned about Tesla's sleep a lot, but I haven't said anything to him, so it's a little strange, but also I'm not that close to Tesla. Pink, since your name was mentioned, we wanted to get your point of view. It seems like it was all in his head. It does seem like it's all in his head. It seems like Metro thinks that this romance is a thing when it like really wasn't. It was really all in his head, and that's so wild. He was obsessed. I truly didn't care about him like that. He deserves jail. I don't care. That's horrible for all the girls. I believe you. All of this is kind of insane. I wish I didn't have to contact you for this kind of stuff. Can you confirm your age when he was talking to you? I was 16 May 2nd in the screenshots, and my birthday was the 14th. Message from Yellow to Green on the 1st of December 2025. He just has no accountability for anything he does, acts creepy towards girls much younger than him, doesn't respect boundaries, gaslights people if they start to question it, the list goes on. I mean, do we expect anything from fucking Metro? He gaslights everybody all the time. Like, this is factual from watching his stream ever. Like, everyone knows this is like what he does. Dark blue and purple stories happened at the same time. This is 2023. Metro was 32, Dark Blue was 19, and she was in his community. Screenshots from the 6th to 9th of November 2023. Okay. Are you an interesting person? Type 1 for yes, 2 for no, 3 for I don't know who you are. I'm cleaning up my chat list. What? 2, you're supposed to type 1. Wait, ignore that 1. Haha, you fell for it. No. Since you claimed you're interesting, I'm gonna do a very interesting fact about you. This is some straight middle school flirting shit. What the fuck is this? Holy airball. Bro has no game. I don't have one, to be fair. Literally the day after, by the way. No shot, you almost had it. You could have been like, hey, I'm blue, I play Sombra on gold level, my favorite streamer's Metro, and you would have been in. Okay, this story makes it sound like you're 12. Now please confirm you're over 18 so I don't ruin this conversation from the start. Lol, I'm 19. Saved. You're probably still young for me, unfortunately. Most likely, yes. Unless you act all grown up and stuff, I can already act like a kid so we can fake our age closer together. This is fucking crazy. This is fucking insane. He is 32. First of all, passing the equivalent of middle school notes to a 19-year-old, trying to glaze himself, telling him, "You're too young for me, unless you can act grown up." This is fucking crazy. This is a nuts thing to even type. Okay. Metro's response to the screenshots above in 2025. I don't think this is creepy. It's a bad attempt at flirting. Also, I genuinely don't even remember who that was. That's crazy. This is crazy. 2023. Purple was freshly 18 years old and she met Metro in a comp game on Overwatch. He added her, she went to his stream to say GG, and he sent her a message on Twitch asking to add him on Discord on the 9th of 2023. This is fucking weird, first of all. Let's see. Joe, you pussy, did you remove me on my blizzard.net? I was gonna give you one more chance to add me, but no, I'm heartbroken, it's over. What? I'm a boomer. It took me a day to figure out how to answer you on Twitch, but no, I didn't unadd you. I have Metro. Add me, Discord, Metro, Overwatch. I got scared. You're scared of me, so you added. I thought you needed to tell me something. I don't know. You did not seem like the smart type. Anyways, I added you because you seem interesting enough to talk to, and most people bore me. Don't take that as a compliment. What a fucking weirdo. They plan to call to play and drink together on the 17th of November 2023. I'm sorry, she's 18. And you don't even know her like that. Okay, this is insane. Is this all confirmed true? We just got here? We don't know. This is supposedly a thing that exists, but we'll see. The day before the call, Purple was in his Twitch chat where she asked his age. He wouldn't answer on stream, so she asked in private. Metro was somewhat hiding his age to his community at the time. Weird. 26, not what? 27, 28 at most. I will tell you tomorrow if you're interesting enough. Fuck off. Am I talking to a grandpa? How old are you? I will tell you tomorrow if you're interesting enough. Okay, see you tomorrow. They call and Purple told Metro that she was 18-year-old and a lesbian. Metro asked Purple about lesbian sex. This is a 34-year-old man talking to an 18-year-old about sex. I mean, this should be raps, to be fair. Like, I don't think I need to read anything else about this if this is confirmed. There you go. It's my opinion a 26-year-old can date an 18-year-old, but it's weird as fuck to spawn camp. Like bro trying to smurf bot lobby. Okay. I mean, this is just weird. Like, this is not a thing that should happen ever. Like, listen, I have friends that are in my community. I am 21 for reference. They're 17. I would never ask them about sex. Like, we have members of our community that are 17, 16. I think we have some 15-year-olds. You know, most of us are like 18 to 20, 25, around there. This is unacceptable. Also, was fun yesterday. Thanks for hanging, but you seem to really hate dudes, so I don't know if we can function. I get it. I hate them too. Typical women misbehaving, then acting like the victim, lol. Fucking crazy statement. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you look like, but you do not look smart. You should send me a pic of you and my man brain is gonna fall madly in love, and then you can do what you did to that poor ex of yours. What the fuck? I like working naked, actually. That's not Twitch friendly. You wouldn't be able to tell if I wear pants as long as I don't stand up. Are you free this Saturday 9 p.m? What the actual fuck? What the fuck? Metro streams with the warden. Dude, is this him admitting to just like having his fucking dick out while live? This is insane. My basement has a key. I'll cook if you cut the ingredients. I will not eat in the basement. You're like my little pupil. Okay, okay. I'll get a long chain for sunlight. I'm sorry, what? My basement has a key. I'll cook if you cut the ingredients. I will not eat in the basement. You're like my little pupil. Okay, okay, I'll get a long chain for sunlight. What? No. How is it getting worse? This is this is not fucking real. This sentence, like this line of sentences that I just read is insane. No, it's not a DST reference. Yeah, you can't, there's no basements and Don't Starve Together, right? Like, that's not a thing. Next one looks worse. How's your schedule looking this week? Trying to plan this amazing, super secret, romantic, amazing, exciting, marvelous getaway with your favorite person in Germany. Okay, so he's offering to fly them out to Germany in this weekend. Oh, okay. I've never sent a nude on the internet. You save. Great news. Keep it up. Now you make me want to change my mind. That's not how you talk to women. He's 32 at this point, isn't he? Possibly 33? This is an 18-year-old girl, bro. What the fuck? I mean, you are a kid. Okay, so he's admitting that this is a child. And that he's willing to fly her out to Germany. Conversations between Metro and Purple about the screenshots above on the 26th of December 2025. She didn't remember if she told him she was gay before their first call. Please give me an example. I'm really trying to understand, because in my mind, when you tell me you're gay, I'm like, that's cool, we are chilling. Some were before I said I was gay, I think, but others are definitely after, since I told you our first call, I think. But that's the age difference that makes all of this an issue. Okay, the first one is 100% me flirting. Everything else is my normal brain, to be honest. I don't think these are inappropriate at all, other than the first. 3 is a dumb joke that I don't do anymore. 4. I don't remember that one, but you scroll up. So editor, find it. It's not really about that. I really do think the first one is not okay. If you knew my age then, you did. If I knew your age then, you did. Also, that means you were flirting me after I said that I'm 18 and gay. I just don't want you to think that I was talking to you because you were young or some shit. It's fine. You don't have to justify yourself. I'm over it now. It happened. It's in the past. I just realized I hope you realize that it's not okay. Sorry if I made you upset. I just don't think I crossed any lines, and I treated you like a friend. It was fun hanging out with you. Okay, so this is simply incorrect. He definitely crossed a lot of lines. It's just classic Metro refusing to take any blame. Once he's arrested, he won't even have to deal with the soap dropping because he doesn't shower. Light Pink confronts Metro about everything. Metro lies about Purple's age, hides context, and downplays events to Light Pink on the 27th of November 2025. I don't know how old Purple was. She's in her 20s, 23. I think back then. You can ask her. I'm messaging her right now. I'll show you the logs. I'm checking the logs. I messaged her. She's not responded. We hung out twice. She told me she was gay. We never talked again. Actually, she messaged me and I stopped messaging her. 1,000,000% overage. How old are you? 29? Yep, older actually. She told me she was in her 20s. Okay, lie. 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 So these are just 4 lies back to back to back. Well, she definitely wasn't. She's 20 now, so 2 years ago she's like 18, and you're saying you didn't know that because she lied about her age to you. I'm saying she told me she was in her 20s. We hung out like twice at Discord. Then she told me she was gay. Also, crazy clipping that he didn't include him saying this first. That's nuts. Okay, how old were you? 30? Yep. Does that make a creep? 10-year gap is creepy. Yeah. 12-year too at that age range. He tries to pretend Purple didn't want to tell him her age and that they only hung out twice. And I'm guessing you didn't get a screenshot of that, or was that in the VC you discussed? It was in VC. She didn't want to tell me over text. You can ask her either way. You were 32 when you messaged her. I'm still here. I'm talking to her. You said you were 30. I messaged her. I asked for her age. How old are you now? 34, right? We hung out in Discord twice. Yes. So 2 years ago, you were 32. So why did you say yes when I asked if you were 30 back then? I thought it was a few years ago. I also told you I thought she was 23. I haven't talked to Overwatch Andes in ages. Okay. You said 2 years ago, not a few. Either way, though, you were 32. Let's assume she was early 20s. Like you said, that's still crazy. I don't think that's crazy, to be honest. I've dated everything from 20s up to 35. If it's a line you don't cross, that's cool. I don't have an age preference. It doesn't make her a creep. I'm still talking to her. It kind of makes you kind of fucking creepy, bud. Metro tries to make Light Pink believe that Purple wants revenge from getting ghosted, that she was the one showing interest, and also claims he didn't bring up the alcohol. Talking to new people, I've been in 3 long-term relationships and a bunch of smaller stuff. I'm old enough to know that I gotta talk to a lot of people to find the right person. Most of the time when I talk to people, it's because they show me interest first. Another lie. It's what happened with Purple as well. This is a lie. He literally had her add him on Blizzard and Discord. She DM me, yada yada yada. I don't drink. Lies. Also, do you think it's embarrassing that a little kid you called her a kid later, by the way, I'm quoting you, is telling you how to talk to women? This isn't all the screenshots, by the way. Is there a reason why you're not sending it? Do you think that message is bad genuinely? This is a joke I pull on my stream to hundreds of people multiple times a year. I told you I DM'd her, I was flirting with her, I never ever crossed the line. Flirting with a barely 18-year-old girl is crossing a lot of lines, bud. I know you're pussy whipped. There's no hope for you, little bro. But just in case you hear anything, ask him about it. Because it's just lies. I guess it's girl gossip. I'm not pussy whipped, cuh. I'm good, little bro. Ask whoever you want to ask. You genuinely don't seem to understand what you're doing. Because your dumbass girlfriend's making up lies in her head. No need to call her a dumbass and resort to insults. You two are beyond saving, I think. She is a dumbass. She's a dumb feminist idiot that can't apply logic to her thinking. Because if she did, she would realize what's going on in her brain. Crazy fucking statement. Thank you for reading. If you also have a similar experience with Metro and wish to share it, please reach out to us on Twitter. Okay. Metro's like Bizarro Herc. Don't even fucking compare us, okay? Okay. So, let's go watch his response. So, for everyone's reference, I went to go find Metro's POV 2 hours after this got dropped on Reddit. He went live and he talked about it. And in the last, I don't know, 10 hours or so, he has since removed that VOD from his channel. So on Twitch, there is no record of him talking about this. However, he never took it off of Kick. So we're gonna watch his reaction on Kick. Metro live reaction to pedophilia. Quick download before he takes it down. I don't think he's that smart.
What's up, gamers? I was gonna read all of this and then come back and bring like a good response, but like, well, okay, this is like some bullshit. Okay, all right, okay, like what is this garbage? Okay.
I would like to point out that he's already pink. Just saying. Starting this off with "What's up, gamers" is insane. Why is he so upbeat? I think he genuinely thinks that he is not guilty of any of this at all.
Okay, so I will expose some people in these DMs. They don't want to be named, but I guess I have to because I know who they are. Okay, I'll expose some people in these DMs. I don't know what the fuck this is. I'd be happy to share some information, but I definitely don't want a whole lot. Can I ask you how you were able to find the connection between Metro and I? I honestly had a different person in mind during that year. That was weird, but Metro and I mostly do or DM very lightly. This is fucking Aspen, by the way. She's literally saying I didn't flirt with her.
Wait, this is Aspen? Okay.
I played with Aspen on stream when she was 16. That is true. She was a streamer. I was a partner. She was a partner. I did play with her. Yes, that's on stream. What the fuck are we doing with someone on stream? But a mid-20s man begging for a mercy pocket and being worried about my sleep is strange looking back. I have DMs of Aspen coming into my chat and at that time and being like, yo, I love falling asleep to Metro stream. Real, by the way. I'll show it right now. I mean, I didn't want to have to do this, but like, okay. 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 This is fake Aspen. Is it Aspen? Huh? Did she delete all her DMs?
No, it says
she deleted all her DMs.
And her
in my chat.
Is that a thing that they can even do? Can viewers delete their past DMs? From what I understood, that was not a thing that you could do.
She's not banned, by the way. This was like us playing in 2018 and memeing. She's not banned, chat. Here. She's not banned. That was 2018. It was meme banned. This is, by the way, this is 8 years ago.
Can we talk about how they did the respectful thing and kept the victims hidden and other people's names hidden for the respect of it, and Metro's just tearing that shit up? Okay, here's the thing. If you hide all of the victims, you have no proof. So I personally think that if you are one of these victims, you need to like create like a group of all the victims, come out publicly and like show that this is real. Because right now it's a bunch of faceless people accusing Metro of doing some shit that could be fake. However, he is also admitting in this video that the DMs are real. So inherently, he knows that all of these people exist and is also admitting that all of the DMs are real.
All right, anyways, I have another person I have to expose, which is really funny, okay? Metro was having a conversation about you with blah. I don't know who that is, by the way. I don't know all these colors. We never voice called outside from talking on stream.
Okay, so this is kind of this does kind of match what I thought. Yes, if we're gonna believe it's Aspen, which I think is very realistic. I don't think he ever did anything to Aspen that is inherently pedophilia-like, right? He was concerned about her sleep schedule. He did kind of beg to play with her, but it's not like the most insane thing. What is weird is him lying to his friend about the age gap and them kind of agreeing that like it could be okay. Yeah, lying to others make me seem older than I was, makes it blatantly clear that he knows his actions were and are predatory. This is what it is. This is the core of it. What I'm more concerned about is mostly the girl that was 18 and was a lesbian and that he offered to fly out to Germany and drank a bunch with. This is what feels really like crossing over the line, right? Like this is what feels way over the line. His interactions with Aspen are weird, but I don't think he did anything inherently between them that makes them bad, right? You know, being concerned about another streamer's sleep schedule is completely fine. It is kind of weird that he's that old, but the part where he's talking about real spicy, yada yada, big age gap with his friend, that's where it gets really weird. Is planning to wait. Yeah, like he's admitting to liking her and wanting to wait until she's 18 when at the time he was going to be like 29, I believe, or somewhere around that age.
I did talk to a girl that was 19 years old. That is true. Yes, I do like girls. I've dated girls younger than me. I've dated girls older than me. I've dated girls same age as me. I've been in quite a few relationships. I'm old enough. Okay, I'm allowed to date. Streets are saying this is the dumbest document I've ever read, bro. I mean, we're going over it live right now. Like, it's actually so silly that I don't even need to address anything.
DMs aren't gone, by the way. If you unfriend someone / block them, they won't pop up in your find or start a conversation. Very possible.
Poofy, I talked to a girl that was 19. We hung out once, and then I wasn't interested anymore and didn't message them. And they kept on messaging me.
Okay, wait. He is referencing the lesbian girl right there, right? He's referencing Purple, that's just a blatant contradiction, because he was on a call with this girl multiple times while drinking and continued to flirt with them in between the calls. So he's simply lying here.
How would I find DMs of a person I've talked to but is blocked?
Okay, so this either means that he blocked them for whatever reason, which he should be able to unblock and see the DMs, or they blocked him, which supposedly they have some kind of reason to block him. And he's also admitting that these DMs that he is currently reading are real. Like, these are not fabricated, which was the main, tip off that this could be fake. He is admitting that these DMs are real.
So I have the
This was all
screenshots
truly fabricated
because I
and wrong
talked
when
to
you
the
want to
person
keep
that's
the VOD
released
up.
this document.
It's
they
very
deleted it.
possible that Twitch
Right.
removed the VOD for whatever reason. And Kick is more lenient to that kind of thing. He does have clips from the VOD still up. You can go see them on his Twitch. So supposedly he doesn't want to erase all of it, just the majority of what he's talking about. If he is
And
the one
again,
deleting
I
them.
mean, I'd be happy to share some info, but I definitely don't have a lot. Can I ask how you ever find a connection with Metronite? I honestly had a different person in mind doing. So what is happening
at
is that the
this
person
point,
trying to make this
he's
document is
just
asking for creepy shit about me.
At this point, he's just yapping. I want to hear what he has to
There's
say about
great
these
in the internet.
messages.
Aspen literally is saying, here, I'll go up and go red, okay?
Oh my god, we're
Here
still
we go.
into the same
Okay,
shit,
here is
bro.
what nothing that can prove he was flirting or interested. But a mid-20s man begging for mercy pocket and being worried about my sleep is strange. And the only
He's
DMs
talking about
she
the
posted-
same thing for
but yeah,
half an
she admits
hour.
herself there was no flirting and says, we shouldn't be supporting people like this. Oh. People that dueled with Aspen in 2018. Okay. Alright. Yes. I went through our DMs and noticed some strange ones, but now
Oh my gosh, he just
I did
keeps
this on
going
stream.
back to this.
I looked at
Alright, so it's just him talking about the same things over and over again. He's obviously just denying it, as he would. Obviously. Oversharing with Aspen, also it's not even 100% confirmed that it is Aspen. I'm sure that it is Aspen. He wouldn't just like dox some random person for no reason, right? Like it has to be Aspen. There's no questioning that. Aspen isn't the one that I'm like triggered off of, right? Like her DMs and like her messages are not the thing that I'm like, woo, you know what I mean? I'm more triggered off of Purple, even though they are technically legal. The comments that he made with her and the things that he did and, the actions they took, drinking and, it not being in public space or anything, like in personal DMs and offering to fly her out to Germany, so on and so forth, is very strange. Apparently in the VOD, by the way, at some point he asks Grok if the DMs are real, Mao. He's confirmed that the DMs are real like multiple times. That's the thing. He keeps saying like, oh, they're faked, and then keeps replying to the DMs to quote unquote prove himself. Here's the thing. If he is a PDF file, and this is a thing that happens, these people wouldn't be the only ones. We gotta wait, and either these people need to come out and, say their name and come out with more proof, or we need another variety of individuals to come out and be like, yes, Metro groomed me, yada, yada, yada. Let's read his response. Okay. TLDR. I have never flirted with minors in my life, and I am considering legal action against people spreading these false allegations. The things being said about me are either untrue or completely unverifiable. Aspen herself proves in her own messages that I never flirted with her, talked to her inappropriately, or had any kind of relationship beyond friendship. She explicitly stated that there is nothing that can prove he was flirting or interested. When she was first asked about us, she also describes our conversations as friendly. Be happy to say, don't have a whole lot. This is the same thing that it kept going back on for the entire VOD. The second accusation involves a woman who was 19 years old at the time. I spoke to her briefly for a few minutes. It was a casual conversation that ended quickly. Nothing inappropriate was ever said. At worst, you can call it a failed attempt at flirting between two adults. You are hiding the DMs. The last woman mentioned in the document is someone I hung out with once, then stopped talking to. She later contacted me multiple times and asked to hang out again. Even after we stopped talking, she spoke positively about me and my community. The rest of the document is largely people gossiping about me and spreading assumptions and accusations among themselves. The reason none of the DMs show me talking inappropriately to anyone is because I have never talked to anyone inappropriately in that way. Never acted creepily towards younger women. The worst thing anyone could reasonably accuse me of is being bad at flirting. Okay, let's keep reading. I do not follow any sort of age pattern when it comes to women. During my studies, I was in a relationship with a woman older than me, and today I am happily dating someone around my age. I'm best friends with a black guy. I can't be racist. The people who created these documents have engaged in a pattern of harassment against me for years. They went out of their way to contact as many people as possible who had spoken to me throughout the nearly 10 years I've been part of this community. Many of those people later came to me and told me that they had been approached by individuals trying to find dirt on me. I think it speaks for itself that after contacting hundreds of people, the only thing they were able to produce was a collection of twisted interpretations of conversations. If you have been around my community for a while, you know how dedicated some of my hate watchers are. In this case, they have gone too far, and I am currently considering legal actions against the people responsible for releasing this document. I do not want to go further into my personal life, but the people behind this document include a former moderator who spent years in a position of authority within my community and became resentful after I refused to ban another moderator they had personal issues with. Some people may wonder why my response is significantly shorter than the original document. The answer is simple. The document is over 40 pages long. Is it? No, it's not. It's 38, but sure. Document ultimately revolves around 3 interactions. A friendship with someone who was 16 to 17 years old in 2018. I think this is valid. A brief conversation with a 19-year-old woman in 2023. This is a lie. Conversations with an 18-year-old woman in 2023 to 2024. This is creepy, this statement. Unless you can act like all grown up and stuff, I can already act like a kid so we can fake our age close together. That's extremely creepy. I don't think this is creepy. It's about attempted flirting. Also, I genuinely don't remember who that was. The purple one is very strange. This is the girl who was French, and they drank and talked a lot and offered to fly him to Germany, which, now thinking about it, is less of a weird thing, considering it's Europe. And they're much closer together. My thought, she was flying from like the US to Germany, which is very strange. But it's still very strange that a 30-something-year-old man, 32, 34-year-old man, is having these kinds of drunken conversations with an 18-year-old girl. People behind this document want you to walk away believing that I groomed minors and behaved inappropriately with young women. You did. You did behave inappropriately with young women. This is a fact that you admit to on your stream. You just are convinced that it's not inappropriate. I encourage anyone who genuinely cares about the truth to read the original document, review the messages, and look at the evidence themselves. Do not rely on summaries, rumors, or the conclusions other people want you to reach. These allegations are serious. My response has been to provide the full context, release the conversations, and address the claims directly. The facts speak for themselves. I am hiding nothing. Okay. As of right now, it seems that there is not enough information on Metro to make a solid conclusion that he is engaged in any pedophilia or sexual interactions with anybody under the age of 18. However, that does not make him innocent of very strange, uncomfortable acts done to people who are barely of age. again, I think the conversations with Aspen are largely nothing. She definitely felt like she was acted predatorily upon, and he is lying at many points, even if he thinks that he isn't. That makes him seem not as innocent. I do think that Dark Blue, who I believe has not been named yet, they might have been, but we'll just leave them as Dark Blue. They also seem to have been made uncomfortable and possibly predatory, but not so much. That is of, legal pursuit. That is not able to pursue legally against Metro. Purple, however, does seem that he was just 18 and he made very predatory actions towards her. However, she did also seem to be consenting. Yes, he did a terrible job at flirting and it is quite frankly disgusting, but I don't think Metro has done anything inherently illegal or wrong. Wrong, sure. Illegal, no. We cannot convict Metro of anything in specific. However, I do urge the victims to come out with more information, and any other victims that are not included in this document to provide their opinions and views. And we just have to leave it there, to be quite honest. There's nothing else we can do at this point. There's, I guess, 2 videos of Metro and some dude talking to Metro about the weird advice. The other shows that it's Metro, but Metro deleted the DMs, lol. No idea if you want to see it, but I just saw it on Twitter. Yeah, send it to me. Yeah, let me take a look. These Twitter links. Metro approved video 1 showcasing Weirdo who is giving Metro weird advice, catching Metro deleting those DMs. Video 2 showcases the profile, proving it was Metro and the messages were indeed deleted. This confirms Metro's gross convo with Yellow, Cool Jack about Red, which is Aspen. So yeah, but we knew this. Metro has effectively admitted to all of these messages being authentic. I don't think he's trying to hide that these messages are not real. I think he's more relying on the fact that they're not really showing much. Yeah, Metro has also deleted his others. Like, sure. What Metro's doing is very scummy and weird. But there's nothing inherently saying that what he is doing is wrong. Legally speaking. Okay, but deleting the messages for an innocent guy is very weird. Oh yeah, no, he's guilty, but not guilty enough. You're absolutely right. It's very strange. But I think simply we just have to wait. We just have to wait and see. The only assumption you can draw from this information dump is that Metro is weird. He talks to people that are barely of age. And he at some point did try to rationalize him trying to romantically envision a girl that is underage. This is fact. This is proof. I hope we get to see more victims share their stories and more information comes to light, but at this time there's really nothing that could happen. There's just nothing we can do as of right now. My final thoughts: Metro's weird. He's a creep. He likes to gaslight and lie about things, which obviously he does, and there is proof of it. But he hasn't done anything inherently wrong. And I don't want you to think like, oh, you don't like Metro, you're being biased. I mean, there's facts, and then there's opinions, and I don't think my opinions come to any part of this. So, it is weird. All of these documents are available for you to see. Somebody please go get this VOD downloaded. One of my mods, please go find this. I'll link it in our Discord. Please go download that for future reference. And I will make another video on this whenever more information comes to light. Until then, we're gonna call it for just a while, and then depending on how it's looking, we might come play Deadlock. We'll see. After finishing editing this video, I came to my attention that it seems like in my delirious, sickened state, I actually gave Metro way too much credit. After reviewing all the footage again, like going over more things that he has talked about on Twitter and more information that has come out from his associates, ex-associates, himself, and other people, he's a freak. This guy is a fucking weirdo. I mean, if you really go over it subjectively, if you go and watch this video again and don't listen to any of my inputs, this guy sounds like a menace. It's not my job to tell you what to think. I just provide the information and you can deduce it to yourself. However, as a relatively large streamer, this kind of behavior is just absolutely unacceptable. It's just he's a stain on the Deadlock community and everyone who surrounds him. That's all. God, he's just disgusting. All right, bye. Drop a follow, helps me out a lot. Thank you. Bye bye.